Stalingrad wasn't just a battle. It was one of the most bizarre and brutal chapters in history. Imagine this. German soldiers, starving and freezing, were so desperate for food they ate horses that had died weeks earlier. They called it carrion meat. And get this, the Soviets trained dogs with explosives strapped to their backs to run under German tanks. They called them anti-tank dogs, but there was a major flaw. The dogs were trained on Soviet tanks, so during the battle, they often ran towards their own side. One of the most famous heroes of Stalingrad was a sniper named Vasily Zaitsev. But did you know his first scope was just a piece of a farming tractor's fuel pipe? He later became a legend, with over 225 confirmed kills. The fighting was so intense, it happened in sewers, factories, and even individual apartments. Life expectancy for a new soldier arriving at the front was less than 24 hours. The battle literally went from rooftop to rooftop, room to room. The Germans massively underestimated the Soviet will to fight. They thought the city would fall in weeks. Instead, it became a meat grinder that lasted for over 5 months. They even had to deal with rats. Not just any rats, but huge swarms of them, driven from the sewers by the fighting and feasting on the dead. Soldiers on both sides reported that the rats were fearless and a constant, horrifying presence. The sheer scale is mind-boggling. The Soviet Air Force flew over 10 00T0 sorties just to supply their trapped army in the city. And here's a truly strange fact. After the German surrender, thousands of their soldiers were marched through Moscow. But to prevent the spread of disease, the streets were literally washed and disinfected right after the prisoners passed. It's a stark image of the battle's grim aftermath. The fighting was so close quarters that the Germans coined a new term for it, Rattenkrieg, which means rat war. Soldiers would fight for a single building for weeks, battling floor by floor, room by room, sometimes only separated by a single wall. And in the midst of this chaos, a single Pavlov's house, defended by a handful of Soviet soldiers, held out for 2 months against constant German attacks. When the battle finally ended, the city was complete rubble. There was more debris in Stalingrad than was cleared in Berlin after the entire war. Out of the 40,000 children in Stalingrad before the battle, only 1,500 were found alive. The story of Stalingrad is filled with these insane, terrifying details that paint a picture of warfare at its most extreme. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to History Facts for more unbelievable history.